Hello everyone and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition, and see what we got going on today. September 9, 1943. Should have some... Okay. Nothing here except for some hits on the Kingfish. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. But we'll see how we do. I don't like that one bit. All right, so he's got a fleet massing there. He's probably gonna fly some bombing over our ships. So get ready. The fighters are out. The aircraft needs to be primed, and we'll see if we can hold off whatever's coming. All right, severe storms here where these ground troops are. See if we can shoot down some of these aircraft. I'd kind of like to just fast forward this. There's a lot of aircraft in the groups, so. And we don't hit any of these Bettys. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm kind of pushing through this as well. So we do shoot down a lot of zeros and some Bettys. We're likely gonna lose the Sussex and the LST-9. And I showed you guys, I'm setting up a lot of aircraft for cap here, long-range cap over Fort Blair. So whatever comes our way, it's gonna be nasty. And we didn't shoot down as many as I'd like with all the aircraft I've got flying. Okay, Sally's one destroyed here at Siam. Okay, I've got a lot of fighters. I've got 60 fighters over Chang Chub, but I don't have them at 100 cap, so we won't have 100. I mean, we won't have all 60 flying. It should be enough to take out some of his bombers. Wow. Not a single bomb hit in a clear sky. What is going on? It's a little better. Come on, Vengeance Ones, get in there. Alright, we're eating up these troops with several destroyed squads. We may wipe this out before our tanks get in here. Well, better late than never, Cap. Alright, so we don't have all of our fighters. Some of them dropped out. Maybe they'll come back in the PM. You can see here we have paltry numbers here. He has a lot of zeros. Maybe we can shoot some of these guys down. Let's see how it goes. We shot down a few Zeros, but none of his bombers. So hopefully some flak can get in there. Although it looks like he's just going to take out whatever we got left here. Maybe they tanked these bombs, I don't know. But we did lose a Martlet 4. Jill. Is this his new dive bomber? Okay, we're taking some more damage here. Oh no, torpedo bomber. I thought the Suffolk already had heavy damage. What is this? Oh, pretty cool. I didn't even know. I just switched these guys to bomb, and wow, they're doing some damage. Alright, well, I guess that's why you do what you do. Now, these should be carrying torpedoes, but they're, the problem is we don't have torpedoes at this base. Yeah. Surprise. See, the Tojos are diving on the Warhawks, but we have these P-43s flying really high up. So I'm not sure what's going on, but let's get through this. He may have swept us, but we'll see. Let's knock this out. He does have 3 Bettys to come in. He does hit our transport there. We do get in 2 destroyed of each of his aircraft at least. The Esperance Bay looks like it may be in bad shape. And some more Bettys coming in. And one that survived. I guess we can watch this one. I mean, we're taking a toll on his aircraft, but we're going to lose a lot of ships here. I just hope we can get enough unloaded to make it worth the trip. As Captain Miller would say, well, he's not bombing chain shot just yet. Looks like the one time I can get him on a cap trap, he bombs everywhere else. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well. I'm gonna keep my fighters there. He's gonna have to push us out of there. Had 6 shell hits on LST-9. Get off the ships, man. Get off these ships. I want everyone off today. Everyone off. No games. Off. Get off. Because I want to retreat tomorrow. Counter battery fire was very effective. Ooh, I need Rangoon size 8, and it is. Feel a lot better about that situation. When it's size 9 will be optimal, but for now, we're in better shape. Okay, so I know I'm going to hear all sorts of fun things about my operation at Port Blair. That's fine, let me have it, but, such is the cost of doing business here, especially in Andaman Sea, man. That's been brutal. But you'll see it's occupying his assets too. All right, may I point out a couple of things in here in this last turn? The cost of him doing business has been very high. So 26, 55 aircraft. We've lost 19. Some of these may be Chinese as well. Now, pardon me, that's not cheap for us either, and we're going to have a lot of aircraft that are probably damaged and wanting to park. So that's probably the worst part of all this. But let's take a look. This says 62. That's can't be right. But look at all the zeros he lost. Betties. He didn't lose enough of these carrier planes. But what I was thinking about doing, I could fly cover one more day and have these aircraft at 100. But he's probably going to come in with heavy ships to hit us with surface action anyway. So I'm probably going to have to pull out of there. But so we lost a lot of martlets. Of course, we're losing some more transport aircraft, more martlets anyway. So these, so 9. Oh, no P-38s. Okay, so 9 aircraft lost, covering Port Blair. I'll take that trade. Actually, 10. Sorry, one more. Sea Hurricane. Okay. And you can see here, last turn we lost. Oh, he lost the Tetsuta because of a mine. See, we took some mines in there, and we lost a light cargo ship to his to something. Oh yeah, that destroyer came in and took us out. Now, since we're looking at this, I don't even want to see this, but it's going to be ugly. Um, Esperance Bay looks like it's ready to sink, but otherwise, and the LST-9, otherwise, no, we lost. Wait a minute. Okay, I was going to say, I thought we lost uh, cruiser. I may scuttle this to save 4 points. I don't see a 95 flood damage ship getting home. It's going to be slow. He's going to chase it down. I think these guys are heading back. Can these guys get here in one day? 7? Maybe if he does full speed. I feel like I need to pull out. I'm gonna think about this because I may be able to force it, push on and try to get the rest of these ships unloaded. See this? I just can't get the rest of these troops off. It's frustrating me. But I could risk it. I could leave these 3 ships only and just let everybody else go home. And see what happens. We did unload some more supplies, so that's good. We got these landing craft in here and unloaded some supplies. Not very much. The LST-9 is worthless. I may leave that just to take some bombs. We'll see. Decisions. I just want the rest of this division offloaded is what I really want. Anyway, sorry, I'm just struggling here with the decision. We the other cruiser group is arriving here. I could also hightail it into Port Blair for additional reinforcements in case he does come in with surface group. I'll be thinking about all my options here, but we'll see. I got some things to process. Um, let's see here. We still have available. I don't know how to look here. I just know we have 29 aircraft, but we have more than that. I mean, we have less than that available. 18, we have 23 aircraft, and I could put them at 100 and another 13 parked here. And then what's sitting here? P-38s. So I could put all these, just say, okay, you're all in. This is your last chance to cover Port Blair, and then bring in these cruisers to kind of assist and see if we can't hold the line, as it were. Anyway, I think I might do that just to, you know, just to be stubborn and in his face, as it were. Let's see. I want to look one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go. This is going to withdraw in 44 anyway. So I think we'll see if we can get this off, and we cannot. So that's unfortunate. Perhaps we can save the pilots. Well, I will, you know what? I'm going to do that anyway. So, no point in keeping these pilots here, even if. But I could try to get this flood damage, do some, what do you call it, some temporary repairs and slink back. Or I could just scuttle it. You know, I may let it try to get back, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why I might do that is because it'll be a target for aircraft or whatever, and that'll occupy some of his attention, I believe. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off, and we'll be back for September 10. Thanks. All right. Let's see how we do here as we start the 10th of September, 1943. We're still unloading. It looks like he's closing the gap with some ships, but I've got some ships to cover, or maybe these are the fleeing ships. Anyway, my goal is to try to finish unloading all of my stuff today, and then just go ahead and, okay, that was weird. I don't know if he's gonna come in either with air or with surface vessels. Ooh, that's not good. Man, I don't like that. Yeah, we lose the Nestor. Well, we insisted on sticking around. But did you see that? We lost that transport, but by not, what's the word? Scuttling it, it was able to unload. Now that said, maybe it didn't even something. ran into a minefield. I have no idea what's going on. All right, for one, it's been a few days. I sent the turn to my opponent, and went on, and he wasn't able to work on it right away. I went out of town, came back, and so now we're back on track, but in the meantime, I'm like trying to catch up with what's going on. All right. So it looks like okay. So we lost the Nestor, but he's going to lose the I-2. And hopefully this cargo ship, whatever it's carrying. And another cargo ship. Oh! Two torpedo hits. These may be carrying fuel, even including cargo ships. Although I'd rather sink the tankers. Wow, we're having a field day today. Now, if he bombs our ships, we might lose some vessels today. But we do have a lot of fighters on high alert here, flying over Port Blair, and then I'm gonna pull back. Anything that okay. Yep, we've got plenty of aircraft here. Plenty for these 7 Bettys. I don't know what else he's got coming. But let's knock this out. It's it might take a while. Look at that. I mean, it's just nobody's hurting anybody. So let's just push through. We were able to take out all 7 Bettys and keep them from hitting our ships. And let's keep going. And now he has Bettys without escort. So those should be easy to shoot down. If he has carrier aircraft coming, I mean, last turn he had a lot of carrier aircraft coming our way. Oh man, I'm nervous about this, but I felt like I had to keep my ships there unloading. This time we fared better in air-to-air combat against his Tojos. This is one where he didn't have anything left over. If he keeps doing this piecemeal sweeps, we're just going to shred him. So my guess is he's probably consolidating to get a bunch of fighters to maybe sweep us in a better, more effective manner. But in the meantime, like, see these 27 Tojos? He's probably... Oh, interesting. He's probably going to try to move those in position to... Ooh. We got a lot of fighters here, although he does too. Let's see if we can get into those sallies, and then the flak should be able to do a bit of damage as well. Let's push on. Okay, we shot down 5 sallies, and ooh, another one with flak. Oh no! Yep. Now he knows our fighters are here. We're gonna have to pull out. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Because what's gonna happen is he's probably gonna send enough bombers to overcome our cap and then destroy fighters on the ground again. And that just, I don't know. I'll think about that. If he sent two 25 size squadrons of Sallies, I think it would be enough damage to make it worth evacuating Changsha. And we're bombing his ground troops to soften him up. My hope is to yeah, right there. My hope is to do damage here. And now he knows where our fighters are coming from. See those lines? Now he knows where our carriers are. That's okay because I think this is going to be our last day out and about. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I had my stuff bombing these troops right here, but then they're bombing everything but because of, yeah, it's commander's choice. Because we must have eliminated something and I didn't double check all the specific targets. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can take out some more Bettys. I'm gonna knock this out as well. Okay. We do lose the LST-9. That was likely to sink anyway. So I think we lost the 2 ships we expected to lose. And that's not a good idea. I don't think he expected us to stay. And so he kept his bombers on naval attack. I've been so hesitant to stick around, so I'll take a day, run in and run out, run in, run out, and he probably expected us to run out again, and we stayed, so his bombers were still set to naval attack and got shredded. Lost a lot of zeros today as well. But these Bettys, the pilots are probably pretty good pilots, so that's going to be challenging for him to replace. Look at this. Clear skies and haven't been able to do much. Oh man, we survived. Okay, I need to get out of there. My hope is that all the ships are totally emptied. And I don't mean from supplies. If any, whoa! If any of my stuff is out of, if any of my ships still have supplies, I'm still gonna run away. Unless they're cheap ships that I'm not too stressed about. But I think my time is up. Because if nothing else, he's gonna send in a surface task force to just clear us out, I bet. Oh wow. Counter battery really did a number on his troops there. But he has too much assault value. We're basically 1-to-1 there. So I don't see us pushing him out. But if we can keep that supplied, um, I can kind of just leave it as kind of a status quo, um, kind of a 1v1, basically keep it that way until the end of the war, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to strand my guys for 2 years there, but at some point we'll get the upper hand and we'll be able to knock him around there. All right. Let's look at the ops report as we usually do. And we've got Malloy Lab is having a problem, but partly the port's damaged and so forth. Um, repairs. Okay. A lot of kills here because we're just shooting down all sorts of aircraft. Also, the Japanese keep sending. So we've got 9 kills there. Um, almost a double ace. All right. Okay. Let's see. Nagasaki, size 5. These are all his stuff, I think. Um, we get some replacements, which means our ships finally get back to Darwin. Tambor, okay. All right, we got upgrades. Okay, so really, not really anything major. 3 sunk, Nestor. Um, we haven't admitted our transport lost. Okay. But I think that's a high value. I think it was worth 29, but you can see here he lost a lot of aircraft. 65, and we lost 11. So that's huge. All right. So 22 Bettys, maybe more, zeros, Tojos, and Sallies. All these two over Changsha, a lot of fighters and the Sallies. These two groups over Port Blair, and then in Emily. Okay. We lost, of course, air transports as we seem to always do. Martlets, those were flying cap. These these 4 losses are over Changsha. 2 and 1. So we lost 3 aircraft capping Port Blair. I'll take that. That was nice. Okay, but pilot losses. 2 killed. That's unfortunate. And 2 wounded. Hopefully get back. And ship sunk. This is going to be a bad day. But let's take a look. Okay, 21 points. I thought it was 29, I guess. Um, I almost scuttled it, but I think it had some more supplies. I can't remember. In any case, it's moot because they're all sunk. So we lost 30 points worth of ships. He did lose 25 points worth, including the I-29. I don't know if it's the I-29 that maybe it was I-29 instead of No, this is a different sub altogether. We sank the I-2 that's not on here. Um, so I guess we sank 2 subs. Now I say that, I don't even know if we sank this guy. Yeah, we only hit it once. I don't think we sank that one. But we sank these 2 cargo ships with our sub action too. I think we have a 3rd cargo ship as well. Okay, that's that for the losses, covering that. Let's yeah, Malolap is having challenges. because, okay, finally the port damage is dropped to 9. It should be fully repaired this coming turn, but these transports are having a hard time unloading because they're transports, which means they're trying to dock, but the port was so badly damaged, I should have had them in amphibious mode. Pardon me. So all these, well, no, that's not true. These are trying to pick guys up and get out of here. I just don't know how much more they have to pick up. See, these two were trying to get out of here. A lot of motorized support still to load up. We got some tanks and motorized support to pick up. And then we're still trying to unload the rest of this unit here, which is engineering vehicles and motorized support. Anyway, that I'm just leaving that to its own devices. No pun intended. Okay, we have just initiated picking up troops that are um, scheduled for Sarong. I need to figure out what's going on with this. I think these are unloading here at Rabal for to be used for future operations. But the 43rd Infantry is being picked up and it's almost fully loaded. One more day it will be, and it will start heading towards Sarong. And I have other units in other areas also prepping. But in addition, I've got my carriers already moving out to cover that activity. Um, so yes, Sarong is next. And then I've got and then once I can get this built up with some air power, we can project to turn 8, which we kind of can from Ambon. By the way, at the same distance. By the way, I am getting some more air aviation support up here to Ambon, and this is what I was trying to finish off right here with bombers, but they got diverted. Okay, let me double check my tanks here. Okay, so another 2 days I think we'll be here. Makassar, we're very close as far as being able to give myself air cover here, and then we'll have carriers in the area as well as escort carriers. So everything that's going to be used in the invasion of Sorong. I think I need to take Makassar next, because if I can take Makassar, I can basically totally control all of these bases right here. I just recently took this, and I'm going to bring some engineers here, build this up, but I don't necessarily have to. However, that's a great base for heavy bombers to smash Surabaya. But I think Kandari is fine for that. 15, yeah, that's plenty of distance for our heavy bombers. But let's see, this can only go up to size 8, so we'll have possibly some limitations, but we'll see where we're at. It's going to be a while until we're able to base a lot of aircraft here anyway. But be nice to have a couple of bases from which to harass his stuff. Um, Man, this oil, is he repairing it? It's possible he's repairing it. It's a lot of supplies to do so. But anyway, I'd love to control all of the southern Celebes, and as soon as we take turn 8, we can then take Monado. And once Monado's taken, I think between Monado and turn 8, we can get air power over to Laude London. And then once we take this, I can project up and land at Dadhangas, and land here and march up Davao and all the things in Mindanao and so forth. Just keep hopping up here all the way up. But one thing at a time. This is a ways off. What's he got here? So, yeah. But again, and I've addressed this before, the more we push up, the more we squeeze him, and therefore we're going to get closer and closer to all the power he has, air power and sea power. And he's got stuff sitting here, probably licking their chops at what we got here. And it looks like troops are fully unloaded, which means the 25th Indian should have everything they need here. Yeah. And the idea is, see all this? We gotta fill it out. We've lost a lot of stuff, but with support and motorized support, see this support is at 140, required 208. With everything we've unloaded, we have enough support for everything we have here, and I think support is very important for replenishing troops, and we've got a lot of supplies. We should start seeing this fill out, as well as whatever else is missing units, missing guys. But plus we've got really heavy artillery at counter bombarding him, and we've got a lot of supplies now, 12,000. But I think I'm still gonna save the supplies. I don't think I'm gonna bombard him. I think I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy watching my troops build up. But see, we're probably gonna peel off now. All these task forces are gonna head home, and we unfortunately we lost some important ships, but we'll be able to rescue some of our more important ships. I had these on ASW, but they didn't uh, see fit to stop the submarine from nailing us. Um, let's this is following 374. So as 374 peels off, this guy will basically try to cover it. Um, I'm probably gonna pull. Actually, I'm probably gonna pull these guys off and let the destroyer escorts cover their retreat. Um, this is really bad shape. I can't go this way either. And if I go this way, they're going to go slowly around and they'll be sitting ducks for whatever he has coming. But as they retreat, I'm going to have the carriers follow. Um, like basically, I'll kind of move them a hex or two this way and have them fly cap over whatever, as well as the P-38s. Basically, I'm going to cover these um, heavy cruisers, and they will be very slow because of their flotation damage. And I may lose them both, but I'm not gonna. This is 39. I would save 4 points. I think, if I remember correctly, I'd save 4 points by uh, getting him in a by scuttling him. So yeah, we'll just keep it here. But but I want to save everything I can. So basically, I'm gonna just take these two guys out, put them in a escort. In fact, I'll just do that right now. This is what I'm talking about. We'll just do an escort task force, transfer these two guys, and I think these cruisers will be fine getting out on their own. I'm probably gonna just return to Rangoon for now and see if we can repair them there. Cruise speed. Look at that one. So basically it's just going to move one hex a day. Like it'll go here and so forth till he finally gets to Rangoon. So he's gonna be tracking us with subs, And with aircraft, he may chase us down with surface vessels. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But these carriers, carrier fighters, and I'm going to keep these P-38s on high alert. But everything else, I think, should be able to get far enough away that I don't need to cap them. And we've shredded his Bettys, so he would have to, like, chase us down with his carriers to reach us. I think we'll be okay. Maybe I'll keep one fighter squadron covering the amphibious ships and one fighter squad P-38 squadron covering the cruisers, and these shorter range fighters from the carriers covering the cruisers. And I'll inch, closer as need be. And he'll discover us, but that's okay. Okay, and then you can see us pursuing him in Burma. I kind of want to keep pushing, but I'm not going to without these. This brigade is going to withdraw in a year, and I'm not going to upgrade it. So we're just going to keep this brigade parked here, but everybody else is going to move to this hex, and then from there, we'll march south and make contact. And I would like to blow through this if I can, hit it so hard that then we can chase further in without needing the Chinese uh, there as well. So for now, we'll do this. We'll set all to march. I know I don't want everyone to march, so I'm going to go back to this guy and say cancel. And the rest of these guys will push in like I just described. Um, and I'll double check. I am okay with these guys upgrading, but I'm not going to until other stuff upgrades. Like, for example, these divisions, I want to be in a better upgraded, as it were, stance. This as well. So that's why they're off, because I'm more concerned about getting the divisions upgraded than the brigades. And then when I feel like I have extra stuff, I can upgrade the brigades as well. And here are the Chinese as well as some other things still kind of coming up, slowly making their way. Yeah. All right, but we're gonna have 13. Well, you can see this 1250 roughly assault strength that we can move into here with. And as well as another 400 assault value here. So that'll be very strong, and then that's not even counting these guys that are coming with another 600 assault value. So we'll have definitely over 2,000 assault value to punch into here. And then the Chinese, I'm not going to send them in because, like, I don't know if I addressed this, but I think he gets to unlock some militia or something, which I'm not worried about their strength or their um, effectiveness so much as just their bodies and get put in the way as far as um, assault value, which increases the odds in his favor when I'm attacking, and I don't want to necessarily give that away. He bombed us here to very little effect, and our runway damage is 0, but the surface damage is still quite high. I wouldn't mind staying another day and see how we can do. Um, the problem is we just don't have enough supplies to replace these air losses. So he's gonna win the war of attrition as we get more dwindled. He'll he'll keep replacing his stuff in the back and eventually knock us out. So I can't stay here for too much longer. I may already need to leave. Should I stay one more day? I don't know yet. I'll think about it, but I may leave already. We'll see. Well, I mean, you can see kind of the lay of the land, and it really isn't changing much. Looking just kind of glancing at it, but you just have to kind of every once in a while check everything because some of these guys could sneak up on you because the Chinese do not have good recon. So it's possible out of the blue they could appear into one of our hexes and cause us problems. Now they are here and here, which could cause us problems. We are holding here, and Wenchao is having supply issues. Anyway, this is not an ideal situation that we're in. But we keep pushing on, right? Okay, well, I guess we'll end it there, and we'll come back and see how we fare next time when we talk about September 11, 1943. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.